want to shout it from the rooftops because I'm a big fan of DynaTrap. I very rarely say the next sentence, but I am going to say it again. It's a life changer. Folks, this is their brand new technology. The Attract to Glow UV LED technology means it lasts longer, it catches more, and it costs less to run. I think we can all face facts when it comes to, we're probably doing more of a staycation this year. But you know, for outside, we're going to enjoy our outdoor space, our outdoor area. We're with the kids, we're playing, we're grilling out, maybe having a nice drink. Folks, it's not nice when the mosquitoes or the wasps or the moths or the no-see-ums, the bugs are flying around and they're all over you. You're trying to have your nice meal. I'm about to take a big bite of that gorgeous cheeseburger, but there's something feasting on me at the same time. It's not good. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants it, and we all need a solution. Well, there are solutions out there that can help. We were just talking backstage earlier today. An email was sent out from a company local to Tampa Bay, and they were charging $40 to $60 a month every month to start applying different chemicals around your yard. DynaTrap, the worldwide leader when it comes to innovative technology to help control those flying pests. Guys, this works better than it has ever done before. And tonight we're gonna show you and show off, I suppose, how this new UV LED technology works. I'm gonna do the colors first and kind of go through the options, then I'll introduce our special guest. This one you gotta get. I was so excited when they said I was launching it. I already have the older version of DynaTrap. I already purchased mine just before I came live on the air, but here's what we've got. There's a ½ acre or a 1 acre. So the ½ acre is obviously a little smaller than the 1 acre that's down front. This is the black, okay? This is your black. Next up, we have our stone, okay? The lovely stone, a gorgeous color for sure. Next up, we expect this to be the #1 bestseller tonight. This is gonna be your bronze. Will look wonderful wherever you put it, that's for certain. The color on the end is new and exclusive to HSN. Our producer Jared has picked this one up. This is the graphite. You can't find that anywhere else but at HSN. It's called graphite. So graphite, bronze, stone or black, the ½ acre or the 1 acre. We're gonna talk about how this is odor-free, no more zaps, no more noises. The fact that this just does it quietly, efficiently, and effectively. Now I'm gonna kind of wrap up my intro, because I could go on and on and on, because I've got so much to tell you about this. But I'm gonna wrap up my introduction by saying this. This new 2020 technology has a marked difference versus the older technology. With previous models and generations, they had a different type of bulb, right? That bulb that you used to buy had to be replaced every 3 to 6 months. This new technology lasts 2¼ years, non-stop. If you were running it every day, it lasts 2¼ years. So we're talking pennies a day to run this. Now, if you only use this in the summertime, well, it's gonna last you 4 years, because you 4 summers, right? If you're only using it in the summertime, you're gonna get through 4 summers before you need to replace the special bulb technology. So there's every reason to buy it. Our pricing is sensational. Obviously, as you know, we are doing flex pay on both. It's $26 for the ½ acre and only $42 for the 1 acre. We'll help you make that decision, certainly as we go along. Right out of the gate, I wanna tell you something. In the next 30, 40 minutes, you are going to see the majority of our DynaTraps situated on a shepherd's hook. Because as you'll see, the DynaTrap is better when it's elevated a little bit. So you wouldn't necessarily want to put this, let's say, on the outdoor table, right, where where you're eating. You would want to put this somewhere a little bit away from you, so you're attracting all the creepy crawlies, the bugs, to fly in over there rather than disturbing you. This shepherd's hook is going to be sold out extremely early. There's only 2,000 for the entire day, and it's only, and I use that word respectfully, $22. I say it because I think you'll want it, and I don't want you to miss out on it. So ask for the shepherd's hook. With that in mind, let's get started on our journey into DynaTrap. Our special guest, brand ambassador and expert of bugs of all kind, Mr. Peter Kilcullen joins us live from his backyard. Pete, it's great to see you, and I see you're not hopping around or kind of getting the bugs, you're not itching or scratching. You've got DynaTrap.
Exactly. Great to see you, Adam. Welcome to the backyard. This is it. This is my home away from home, right? You've got your inside, but you're gonna love the outside, and that's why you need a DynaTrap, so you can enjoy the outdoors. We're gonna tell you all about this technology. You've been, telling us a lot about it already, but when everyone hears how this DynaTrap works, it's all gonna make perfect sense, and you're gonna say, this is how I can take back the outdoors and really get outside and enjoy it. So if you want, Adam, I can go through that technology or just explain, how is this working? How is this eliminating and starting to decrease the population of mosquitoes and all kinds of other biting insects in my backyard? So how about we do that? I'll show everyone exactly how this works.
Great, let's do it, Pete. I mean, already, I love that you picked the bronze. That looks so good with your backyard.
Yeah, I've got the bronze, the full acre, and then the bronze half acre. But I'll show you in a little bit later mine that I've been using, and in 6 days, so I have the old unit that you've been talking about.
Yeah.
Got the new unit in the stone color, and I have it over there. I'll show you that in a moment. 6 days, how many bugs I've been able to trap. It's been amazing. So, okay, let me do this. I want you to see, you talked about that new LED, this dual spectrum LED. This light, this attractor glow, what's so cool about this, and you can see that glow even on me, is this has been really developed, scientifically developed, to be the right color. This is the temperature. This is the light that brings the bugs in. And as you mentioned, it's going to attract more, so we're going to trap more insects, more biting bugs than ever before. It's going to last longer, as you said. I like to think of it 27 straight months if you left this on 24 hours a day, which is what we want you to do. And then it costs less because you don't have to keep buying those bulbs. But here's what's happening. That bulb's gonna bring in all those biting insects. And it's also gonna produce some warmth. So we're gonna have warmth, we're gonna have the light, and that warmth then heats up a plate underneath here. It's a titanium dioxide plate that then creates carbon dioxide. That's our breath, right? That breath. So those three things bring those mosquitoes in, and then there's a fan in there. And here you can see that mosquito right there.
Yeah.
It draws that mosquito in. Basically, that fan sucks them right in. They go down into this collection basket, and on the 1 acre, it's huge. On that half acre, really big, and they stay there until they expire. But the best thing is you're trapping those mosquitoes, and you're trapping them every single day, 24 hours a day, eliminating the mosquito population in your yard, so you can do exactly what we're talking about. Enjoy being outside and finish that cheeseburger without getting bit that you talked about.
I knew you'd love that, Pete. We're already well over 1,200 spoken for. The bronze is the best seller. If you want the bronze, it is the best seller. That's the black, the stone. Bronze is leading the way, and of course, we have our exclusive graphite at the end. Half acre or the 1 acre, the half acre or the 1 acre. It's just brilliant. It's such an easy solution. It's not about the lotions or the potions or the sprays that you have to put all over your body. It's about really taking control of the mosquitoes, the flies, the wasps, the hornets, the stink bugs, the moths, to name but a few. Folks, this has been third-party tested to work on, I believe, 12 different flying insects, and that's what's so important. These are the ones that we don't want around us. We don't like them. And when we're outside, it's what can really bring the atmosphere down, because nobody enjoys being outside when you're constantly swatting them away or trying to stop them from biting you. So a couple things already to stress. I don't have any extra available that I am aware of in some of these key colors. So I'm conscious that you get the color you want. I got the bronze, our producer Jared got the graphite, okay? So I mean, these two are wonderful for sure. But if you're somebody that's curious, and Pete, I think this is maybe a big part of DynaTrap. Those of us that have DynaTrap love it, but for those of us that have never had DynaTrap and want to try it, HSN is doing a 90-day return policy. So you get to really experience this for yourself, to see and feel the difference. Because Pete, this summertime, I mean, what have we got to do? We're all staying home, right?
Exactly. I'm showing you right here how we're drawing those mosquitoes in. I've got some of that dry ice, and you can see that smoke being drawn into the fan. I just wanted you to see, because that's the thing that's difficult to see, is how it's attracting those bugs and then drawing them in. And if you have 90 days to try this out in your yard, I'm gonna put this down. If you have 90 days, Adam, the thought from me on how many mosquitoes that you can trap in 90 days will be amazing. So since we're talking about that, and I want everyone who's never tried it to understand, if you give this a try for 90 days, and we're gonna discuss a lot of different things, but let me show you a couple different things that I have right here. I brought these for you, Adam. Look at this.
You shouldn't have, Pete, really.
These bugs, now I even have a date on these, right, on the back here. So this is from March of last year. This is 2 weeks, a suburb of Chicago. These are the amount of bugs, and you can see that. And mosquitoes don't take up a lot of space. So if we had to count how many mosquitoes were in there, but this is 2 weeks. So if I had to think about, you basically get through the entire summer and see how this works, but you're gonna prove it to yourself that it does such a great job at collecting those mosquitoes. Because think about this. This is the part that gets so crazy when you think about the numbers. Every time you trap a mosquito, you're reducing that population in your own yard. And it's funny, mosquitoes, they don't travel a lot. They're gonna be like us this summer. We're gonna stay home. They travel about 300 feet in their entire lives. So my mosquitoes in this yard, they're my mosquitoes. So I've got to deal with them. That's it, they're not going anywhere else. So if you can trap those mosquitoes, I'm gonna trap 2 today, and then 4 tomorrow, and then 10, and then 20, and 100, and thousands. And those mosquitoes, that population is getting smaller and smaller. And think about this is kind of cool, Adam. We've got the female mosquitoes. They're the ones that are looking for you to bite you, just the females. The females need that to reproduce. So every time we can trap and eliminate a female mosquito, they can lay up to 600 eggs. So that's a potential for 600 more mosquitoes that you can take care of with the DynaTrap. You're gonna love being outside this summer when you know you have this working for you 24 hours a day, Adam.
Now you see it on the shepherd's hook there, and we'll talk more about it. I cannot recommend the shepherd's hook enough. When I got my original DynaTrap, I didn't have the shepherd's hook because I don't think I even realized it. But then I did some research and found that everybody buys the shepherd's hook, and I got it. And I just want to stress the shepherd's hook at $22 gives you perfect placement wherever you want to put it. It puts it at the right height. And of course you can go a little bit taller or smaller, but it's well worth you getting the shepherd's hook at 22 bucks. They just let me know something, so I am going to pass this along. You know, I told you that this was way more limited. I mean, between me and you, I mean, full transparency, DynaTrap as a company, as you would imagine, are on fire. They're selling DynaTraps like they've never sold them before because of this god-awful situation that we are in, right? We are at home, we have to make the most of it. We want to make sure we have as good a summer as possible. So people are looking for a solution to stop with the mosquitoes and the no-see-ums and the wasps and the bugs. So people are buying DynaTrap. Now, when it comes to HSN, we, like QVC, our sister channel, get preferred values, but it's so limited in what they have available. So here's the example. In the exclusive graphite, if you want the 1 acre, I have 38 before it's sold out. 38. We're gonna be removing the graphite 1 acre probably in the next 3 minutes, and I don't have any more. So we're down to less than 40 in the 1 acre graphite. It's an exclusive color. I have it right now, but you'd have to call immediately if you want to get it. Again, graphite, bronze, stone, or black. We'll talk about the efficacy, for sure. We'll talk about how there's no odors, smells, the extraordinary new technology that gives you much more power. So it's lasting longer, it's catching more, it costs less to run. And I'm gonna highlight that for just another quick second. Look, they even use the shepherd's hook in the video here. You see, I told you we're onto a good thing. The older models of DynaTrap used a different style of bulb. That bulb typically lasted 3 to 4 months. Okay, so every 3 to 4 months you'd have to buy a new bulb. This brand new model that you're getting tonight, nearly 2,000 people are ordering, is their next generation technology that lasts 2¼ years. So every 2¼ years is when you replace the UV LED bulbs. Now, if you only use this in the summertime, well, that's probably 4 years, because that's 4 summers, right? If you use it every day, all year long, it's gonna last you 2¼ years. So you're talking pennies to use this. Now, if you wanna stock up, the ½ acre version takes one of the UV LEDs, and they are available to buy. If you want to get extra in stock, it's only $14.99. If you want to get the 1 acre, it takes 2 of them, and that's only $19.99. So you'll obviously get a set with the purchase. If you wanted to buy an additional set, that would last you another 2¼ years. And we'll get the details on the screen for you shortly, but they are available there as well. I mean, Pete, It's better technology all round. It saves us more than ever before. There's just more reasons than ever to say yes to DynaTrap.
Absolutely. Hey, what you're looking at right there, Adam, that's my unit that I've had for 6 days, and I've got it on the shepherd's hook right there. Now, I brought it a little bit closer because I want to talk about the technology is so great, but then the positioning and what you do with this DynaTrap is amazing. But real quick, I'm going to show you what I was able to do in 6 days. I've got a little plate here, and I'm going to try to get a shot of you guys to see this.
Oh!
Here's my bugs.
You're not going to eat
Adam,
those, are you, Pete?
No, I'm going to put it on. 6 days, Adam. This is what I was able to do. And just a moment ago, you saw that graphic that University of Nebraska even did a study. And in 6 days, they were able to get with the full acre over 2,900 flying insects, which is amazing. Because here's what we're doing. We talked about the great technology, how we can draw them in. And how this differs from all those other different kind of sprays and lotions and candles. And you've got the big tiki torches that you try to do to keep those mosquitoes away. What we're going to do is we're not going to bring the mosquitoes to where, we're sitting, where we're enjoying. So normally we'd be here on the chaise lounges relaxing by the pool. We wouldn't have our DynaTrap there. I would take the DynaTrap and it would be on that shepherd's hook. We'd put it 30 to 40 feet away. I even moved it up for the show, but it usually goes back a bit further because I want to draw all the mosquitoes over there. And that's where they're going to go, away from where I'm enjoying myself. You're going to have it 3 to 6 feet off the ground. But the most important part about this great technology and how we use this is you're going to plug it in and leave it plugged in. Let it run 24 hours a day. So instead of saying, hey, let's go outside and enjoy the backyard, okay, spray up or light those candles. No, you're going to be eliminating those mosquitoes 24 hours a day. While you're sleeping, while you're at work, we're going to be trapping mosquitoes. While you're shopping, you're going to be trapping those mosquitoes. So when it's time to go outside, all you do is go outside and enjoy being outside because you're trapping those mosquitoes 24 hours a day. So when you get yours, think about where you're going to put it, away from where you're having fun. Yeah. See that? Look, they're all the way in the background. They're enjoying themselves. DynaTrap is trapping those mosquitoes 24 hours a day. It's most important. And now, you talked about it, Adam, we can do this 24 hours a day. And if you live in Florida, and we kind of are fighting mosquitoes all year round, 27 straight months before you have to change the bulb. And you talked about if you live in a colder climate, remember, mosquitoes are going to be there once the temperature's over 50 degrees. So whether that's 3 months, 4 months, or 6 months where you live, you are getting years of great mosquito trapping ability with this new Attract-A-Glow LED bulb. It's amazing, but you're gonna love it. 24 hours a day, that's so important when you get this home, and really take care of those mosquitoes.
Yeah, it's just, I say it's on the non-negotiables list. You gotta get this. It works so well. Think of, you think of like things like citronella and how, it can be effective, but it can be really smelly. You think about lotions and potions, you're spraying yourself down or your pets down. You think of other things where it's zapping them and there's that horrible noise or the odors. None of that with this. The other thing to bear in mind as well is that when you've got this, it just works continuously, effortlessly. So, you're not struggling. I was just thinking when Pete was talking then, one of the areas that I used to just kill me was when I'd take the dog out into the backyard and I'd step onto the grass. They'd bite around my ankles. If I went out in my flip-flops, they'd bite around my ankles and I'm itching and scratching the whole time. I've had my DynaTrap for over a year, okay? Over a year. Again, I've got the older model. I've bought this new one tonight because I don't have to change the bulbs every 4 months, so I'm really excited. We're gonna give the other one away. This is just a whole new ball game. Here's what's left. Okay, they just told me. Sold out. If you want the 1 acre, it has now sold out in the 1 acre. If you want the half acre, I have 150 left. So what I'll do is, I'll probably mention the graphite one more time and okay, in fact, they're telling me not to even mention it again, everybody. So if you want the graphite, you're the last one that can order it. Okay, so that's the graphite. Now, once that's sold out, which it's about to do, we have our bronze, we have our stone, and we have, of course, our classic black. They are all wonderful. What's the stone left now, please, Mr. Jared? Okay, in the stone, I have less than 500 in the 1 acre. and a little over that if you want the half acre, but it is very popular tonight for good reason. Pete, I want to bring in somebody else to the conversation because Judith in Texas is joining us live, and Judith shares the same love for her DynaTrap. Judith, welcome to HSN. How are you?
I'm so blessed. I never asked to talk to the host, but when I heard this was going to be the special value tonight, I had to call in. I've had my DynaTrap, the older model, for 3 years. I have a 1 acre outside, out back, and I have a half acre in my entryway because they're beautiful enough that you don't mind them in there. I mean, you have a lantern sitting in. Anyway, in 3 years, and with an avid gardening, I've had 3 mosquito bites. That's it. I keep them on all the time.
Yep.
And he's right. You're supposed to, at least by the time it hits 50, you'd better have them on if you've taken them off, because you want to catch the mosquitoes before they start breeding like mad.
Yeah.
The other thing is they talk about spraying.
Yep. I
don't know if everyone's aware of it, but they're very concerned about the bee population.
Yes.
The bee population's been going down, and, you know, we'd be in real trouble without them.
Sure.
Well, one of the reasons they're going down is people are spraying insecticide.
Correct.
You don't need to with this. It's awesome.
Judith, I'm so pleased you brought that point up because people have been asking that. A lot of people ask about bees and they ask about butterflies as well. And it does not harm them. They're not attracted to it, Judith.
No,
exactly.
And I buy ladybugs every year for my garden. And you get 500 for like $12. But anyway, it doesn't harm the ladybugs.
Right.
They don't go anywhere near that. They don't move around at night. They sleep at night and they lay their eggs.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about that if you use those for gardening. My garden is a pollinator's garden. It's for hummingbirds, bees, and butterflies.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Beautiful.
So
Jude,
it's amazing. I can't tell you. I just tell everybody about it. I mean, 3 mosquito bites in 3 years?
Priceless. I mean, really. Judith, I'm honored that this is the first time you've called in, and we appreciate you so much. Stay safe, Judith. And thank you for being a part of our show.
Thank you. I'm so glad to say anything about it because they're great.
Oh, thank you, Judith.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Pete, just before we kind of continue in, just so everybody knows, this is the only scheduled presentation tonight. Since we're already selling out of one of our 4 colors, you can understand there's not many presentations throughout the day. We don't have enough. And I'm just being as open, as honest as I can be with everybody, Pete, because DynaTrap as a company are trying their darndest to keep up with demand, not just from our HSN or QVC customers, but truly from nationwide at retailers. They are struggling. We're saving money tonight, a lot of money. We could even save more. They just launched, because it's the Memorial Holiday weekend, our $40 off if you apply for an HSN credit card. So if you find that you've been shopping for a lot of stuff with HSN recently, we invite you to shop and be a part of our fabulous family, 1-800-695-1418. You could get the 1 acre for under $65, which is wonderful.
Wow,
if you just want to use regular credit cards, of course, you could do FlexPay. We've got FlexPay on the 1 acre and the half acre. 2 real fast things. How many of the shepherd's hook now left, please, Mr. Producer? Okay, so guys, for the entire country, for the rest of the day, there's fewer than 1,400. The shepherd's hook is $22, and it means that what you'll be able to do is hang this, because I'd rather, like Pete said, you don't place it on the table outside. You don't want it near you. Let's put it a little bit away so that it attracts all the bugs away from you. The shepherd's hook gives you great versatility. The best $22 you'll spend on that shepherd's hook by far. The only other thing, Pete, I wanted to ask you, because I was reading some of the reviews, and I'd never done this. I don't even know if it was available for my older model. There is something called a tractor. It's the Mosquito law. And it's something they brought in today. It's like an extra added bait. And people were saying, Pete, that this kind of, like maybe at the beginning of the season, you add this to it and it kind of supercharges it. Would that be an accurate assessment?
Yeah, what you got there, Adam, is what you're going to do with that is you're going to just drop it down in the collection basket. And it's kind of a little pouch, a little of kind of like potpourri for those mosquitoes, but it doesn't smell great to you and I. But this is supposed to kind of mimic human skin, but It has a bit of a sweaty sock kind of smell to it, but they love it. So if you want to turbocharge your DynaTrap at the start of the season, that might be the way to go. And, depending upon, for me, I know that if we don't have DynaTrap, I've got a serious problem with mosquitoes here. So that's a great way to really turbocharge it. And especially maybe as soon as you get yours home, it can really turbocharge at the start of the season so you can really catch up on eliminating that population. And one thing I wanted to mention, Adam, as we're mentioning the lure, is I know a lot of people might be kind of trying to figure out, do I want a full acre or a half acre? Because sometimes it's not just about the size of your yard. And Judith mentioned that she has a full acre in the back and then has a half acre in the front. And that's kind of what I've done here. I don't have a full acre in the backyard, but I've got a real problem. So I really wanted to have the best possible way to eliminate those mosquitoes. In the front of the house, we have a small balcony, and Debbie likes to sit out there, my wife Debbie, so we have a half acre out front. So that way we can tackle both. Because even if you have a full acre of property, but if the house is in between, you're going to kind of block the effectiveness because that house is going to be a barrier. So maybe you want half acre in the front and half acre in the back. And if not, if you just want to concentrate on the back and you've got a heavily wooded area. See here, we've got heavily wooded. I've got drainage canals on both sides in the front. So I want to go with that full acre, even though it's not a full acre back here. So if you're trying to decide, that's some of the ways that you can decide which one is going to work best for you. But the technology works the same way. And most importantly, and this is what I love, 24 hours a day, keep this on. One of the things, I'm going to get closer to it. These are both on. So when we talk about something that's safe to use because there's no pesticides and no chemicals, basically silent, I mean, that is pretty nice. And the other thing is you can leave this outside. As I said, leave it running 24 hours a day. Imagine not having to do anything with this on a daily basis, a weekly basis, even a monthly basis. I mean, you're going to trap a lot of mosquitoes, but can you imagine how many mosquitoes can fit in that canister for the full acre? And then even for the half acre, imagine you can fit so many mosquitoes in there. So I've tried, Adam, I can't even tell you how many different things that I've tried, but you have to do something every week. You have to go out there every month and you have to buy more and do this. So don't buy anything else for 2¼ years. Don't go out there every week or every month. Just let it do its thing, and you're just going to stay home, and you're going to enjoy being outside the whole summer, which I really love. So I'm excited for everyone that's going to be able to get this home for sure.
It's like everything in life. The technology has evolved to such a point now where it's just so doggone good. I mean, it's so good. I want to, if we can, show the bugs, some of the flying creatures that this is going to help to trap and help to really kind of take the pressure off when it comes to enjoying your summertime. Mosquitoes, flies, wasps, hornets, stink bugs, moths, and many more. Beetles, no-see-ums, gnats, biting midges, the drain flies. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. I believe it was tested third party, Pete, and was it 12 different types?
Yeah, exactly. So last year, when we were out here, here's sort of the new independently tested gnats and midges and no-see-ums and the beetles, and then, the drain flies and those miscids. That's basically your house flies and the blowflies. This is independently tested. So this isn't me saying it or you saying it, Adam. Third-party tested that it's going to attract and trap all these 12 different biting insects. But that doesn't mean if you have other different biting insects that it's not going to work on those as well. A little fact I was finding out about living here in Florida, we have 80 different species of mosquitoes.
Oh my
Number
gosh.
one in the country, not bad. We've got a lot of mosquitoes in Florida. But we're gonna trap those mosquitoes. It's gonna do such a great job. So let's talk about that technology. I know we have people tuning in all the time if you missed that, because the technology is amazing. So you can see we've got that brand new Attract-A-Glow, that dual spectrum LED. And what's so cool about that is that that's the perfect temperature to bring those biting insects in, that color, right? That brings them in. Then it's also going to create warmth, and the warmth is going to heat up this plate that has titanium dioxide, which now creates carbon dioxide. That's our breath. That's what attracts those mosquitoes, those biting insects to us. It's going to attract them. As they get close, they're going to get drawn in by that fan. The fan sucks them in there, and here is where they stay until they expire, right there in that trap. Let me show you how that works. I've got some dry ice, Adam. I want you to see this. It gives you an idea of what that fan is. Got a little science experiment right here. But check this out. When I put that close, Now you're able to see how it's drawing those mosquitoes in. So they don't have to fly in there. As they get close anywhere around this, we're gonna draw them down in there and they are going to get trapped. So the technology is great, but better than that is how we use this, how this has the ability to trap insects 24 hours a day. Plug it in and let it do its thing. You'll be amazed. I got the plate right here, Adam. Oop, 6 days worth of insects that I trapped with my DynaTrap. It's amazing. There's that new UV LED light, 2.25 years.
Crazy.
27 months. I love that.
Well, Pete, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. I've got a couple of updates for everybody, and we're excited to see the response. I mean, you know, it's one of those products where it just makes so much sense, especially when you do look at the available savings tonight. Like on the larger model, it's typically $200. You're getting it for less than $127. On the smaller half acre, which is still, of course, substantial, it's normally $149. You're getting it for $79 and change. So really a big opportunity to save a big amount of money on something that will make the summertime more pleasurable. Summertime or all year round. You know, if we're out with the kids, if we're out with the grandkids, if we're out with our children and they're playing in the grass, and you feel it. You start to feel those mosquitoes surrounding you. You start to feel the itching, the biting, the little stinging. This is gonna help solve that. If you're outside trying to, you know, grill out, barbecue with loved ones, with your own family, and they're all the bugs are there, it's not enjoyable. It's just not enjoyable. We want to be outside. We want to enjoy our time outside. Give me a solution that helps get rid of the mosquitoes, the no-see-ums, the gnats, the wasps, the moths. Let's get rid of them, right? You got to understand the solutions that are out there. Lotions, potions, and sprays. We either put it all over our body, we're putting it on our pets. Maybe it's the citronellas, there's the smelly stuff, and you know, there's all these different options. A lot of professional companies will come and spray, just like Judith was talking about in Texas. That can perhaps have a knock-on effect to other, you know, things like bumblebees or different types of other creature that we want to preserve. And also, of course, that's expensive to do. This is a one-time purchase with very little ongoing maintenance. So when I say maintenance, what I mean is this. When you think of DynaTrap, perhaps the first thing that you think of is the model that you saw last year or the year before that has a special lamp, a special bulb that needs replacing every 3 to 4 months. 2020 has unveiled their new UV LED technology, which means rather than a light bulb, as it were, that needs replacing every 3 to 4 months, this will last 27 months, 2.25 years before you need to replace it. That's if you are running it every single day. Now, if you just use this in the summertime, that's gonna last you 4 years. That could be 4 whole summers. So please bear that in mind. The time is flying by because, to be honest, I'm really enjoying talking about this. I'm very passionate about my bugs. I don't like them, I don't want them. And I love DynaTrap for how it's changed our backyard. I really do. I'm so excited to get this home. So, a couple things. Graphite we're not talking about. I have less than 2 dozen left. We've sold out of the 1 acre. I've got less than 2 dozen left in the half acre. Bronze is the most popular. If you're heading out today and you won't be back till later, this will be sold out. So if you do want the bronze, don't wait another moment. Stone is nearly gone, I believe, in the 1 acre. I'm down to the final 3 dozen, I think. And then, of course, we have our half acre here. And then we have the black at the top. Here are now just a real quick overview of some of the extras that you might want to buy. Okay, first, the shepherd's hook. You've got your DynaTrap, where are you placing it? The shepherd's hook for $22. I did not buy this originally, and I regretted it, and then I did buy it, and I love it. This allows you to place it nicely and comfortably away from where you're sitting, and it puts it at the right height for optimum performance. Love the shepherd's hook. We are down to a little over 12 or 1,300 before that's sold out. A lot of people are buying an additional set of UV LED bulbs. Now, we have them available, but I have 300 left here and 200 left here. For the half acre, it's just 1 bulb, right? So you get 1, and that's $14.99. For the bigger version, you get 2 bulbs, and that's $19.99. Now, if you were to buy an additional set to have in stock, that would mean you would have nearly, well, over 4.5 years. About 4.5 years, nearly 5 years worth of protection, which is amazing. But before I leave you tonight, they will be sold out. Oh, and this one as well. This was the only other thing. You don't have to get this. It's called a tractor. It's an additional bait, an additional lure. I did pick this up, and I'll tell you why. It's $15.75. What I read about it was this. If you live in an area or a place where you know it's real bad, I mean real bad, add this, it's like a potpourri kind of thing, add this at the start of the season, and it'll just kind of give you a turbo, it'll supercharge it, right? It's worth trying, it's very little money, that's why I picked it up, but you know, it was highly recommended from DynaTrap. So anyway, less than 500 or so available of that if you want to get it. So that's what we've got. The shepherd's hook though, I would without doubt buy tonight. Pete, the other thing that's very noticeable is how, I'm gonna use the word because I feel it's appropriate, how beautifully designed this is. It's not some industrial looking unit, it looks really good.
Absolutely. And I can tell you that my wife, Debbie, would be really picky about having something back here in the yard. You know, she's got her beautiful setup here with the furniture and the umbrella. And she was really happy when she saw the bronze because it matches up so perfectly. But they do look great. And when they're on in the evening, they look nice with that beautiful kind of purple glow to them. But I've been listening to you, Adam, and I think about the people that I think you're the one, right? You're the one in your family that as soon as they go outside that they get bit really bad. And that's me, because I know that there's some people out there and they're like, I don't really get bothered by the mosquitoes. I'm a little envious of those type of people who do not get bit, because I get bit. So think about the person in your family who doesn't enjoy eating outdoors, who doesn't enjoy, you know, just sitting around and enjoying being outside on a beautiful summer night because they get really attacked by those mosquitoes and those biting insects. This is for them because this works so well. And remember, there's no preparation to kind of get ready to go outside. You know, you talked about it, Adam, where maybe you have to spray the dog, you get the kids together, you're like, okay, we want to go outside. Everyone's got to get the spray. We know we shouldn't be using that spray maybe on the kids. It's chemicals. If you can have this running, because here's the big difference. There's no lighting a candle for a couple hours or putting the torches up for a couple hours or even having those, you know, those people come and spray once a month. There's nothing you have to do except plug this in and let it run 24 hours a day. Because remember, we're not zapping, it's not noisy, it's not gross, it's going to trap those mosquitoes, reduce the population in your yard, the area that you're gonna enjoy all summer, all year round in many places. You're going to reduce that population of biting insects and have more fun. Look at the kids out there playing a little soccer. They're gonna enjoy being outside. This does it. This is going to reduce that population. So however many biting insects you have, day one, you're gonna have less. And a month later and 2 months later, you're gonna be able to open that easy to empty basket, that's the ½ acre, and you're gonna see all those biting insects in that basket. You're gonna be able to dump them out, put it back in there. And again, that's something you might do once or twice a summer, but you're gonna be so happy to be outdoors because it's that simple. And remember, the key is, as I said, 24 hours a day you plug it in, but put it away from where you're gonna enjoy the outdoors. You don't wanna put it on the center of the table, right? We put those candles in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Well, the mosquitoes have to be on top of you and on top of the food before it can even repel them, right? So this is something that's gonna draw them over there. Remember that new Attract a Glow LED bulb? It's gonna attract more, it's attracting better. It costs less, and it's going to last longer. Hey, and I didn't mention this, Adam, check this out. You wanna think about running this 24 hours a day? That 1 acre costs less than 8 cents a day.
Oh, wow.
And your half acre, less than 2 cents a day to run. So this isn't something that's gonna run up that electric bill, having it run 24 hours a day. You are gonna love it. And again, so cost effective because you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to buy more every week or add something else every month. 27 straight months, and that's what we're gonna do here in Florida to trap those biting insects. So really, this is the time. I mean, it really is more than any other time maybe in our lives that we need to enjoy being at our house, being in our own backyard, and this is the way to make it, I mean, really the most enjoyable summer. If you're like me, and I think you are, Adam, that you're getting bit all the time, this is for you, for sure.
There's something about me, Pete, they love me. I'm like a walking buffet. Right? They just feast. I can't go outside without them just attacking me. I'm the same when my mom comes to visit. She goes nuts about it. I mean, you know, before we had the DynaTrap, she kept wanting me to put a fan outside, like a proper residential fan, to blow them away. Anyway, some quick news, sold out completely. Yeah, the graphite's completely gone, none left. Not even advanced order, extended delivery. Completely sold out of this color option, so thank you for all of your orders. Bronze, bronze, bronze. If you're looking at the TV screen and you're looking at black, stone, or bronze, and you want the bronze, you must call, because that is wildly popular tonight. I understand why. Clearly, it's an easy color. It's a great color. You know, producer Jared went for the graphite. I went for the bronze. It's going to go, you know, with most homes. Stone is in second place at this point, and is also now very limited in the 1 acre. We're down to the final few dozen. There's also the ½ acre, and then of course we've got the black at the back. So the black at the back, we say now more than ever because, you know, we're at home. And so what are we doing this summertime? Well, we need to make the most of our surroundings. So if there was ever a year, if there was ever a moment in time to buy a DynaTrap, it's right now. Because we need to enjoy ourselves. I'm bored being inside the house. If the sun's gonna shine, if the weather's gonna be nice, if the temperature's gonna be lovely, let's get outside and let's not worry about the effects of the mosquitoes, the no-see-ums, the wasps, all the things that we don't like. We won't have to worry about that when we've got DynaTrap looking out for us, guarding us. Remember, this list that you are seeing, third-party tested. Okay, I mean, that's the joy of this. You're getting something that we know works. Something I mentioned right at the start to maybe give you extra confidence and peace of mind is this. This is, I believe, the first, we've only ever done one other Today's Special, that was last year. Because of the situation right now, HSN has extended its return policy. So, you know, if you buy it today, you've got 90 days. So if you buy it today, what's the date today? All the days blur together. It's the 22nd of May. So June, July, August. You've got till nearly the end of August. If you don't find that this has really transformed things for you in your outside areas, your backyard, you send it back. You just send it back. You've got 3 months to make that final decision. So everything is in your favor to order it tonight, I'm telling you. So look, we could go on all night. Pete's leaving us in 15 minutes. There's no encore at 1 a.m. We've got a great hour of electronics, but this is that opportunity to jump on in, get the color you want, get the size you want, the ½ acre or the 1 acre. If you want the shepherd's hook, okay, guys, we're nearly 50% sold through on the shepherd's hook. So it's $22. It just allows you to position it really in so many great places. It's gonna put it at a great height. It puts it away from you, and also it looks nice on the shepherd's hook. $22, again, if you find that you don't use the shepherd's hook, you send it back to us. But I'd rather you bought it before it sells out, because we don't have any more. It's all there is today. So with that in mind, Pete, it all starts with DynaTrap, and this company have been doing this, evolving and innovating next generation technology for so many years, and now in 2020, right, it's better than it's ever been before.
Exactly, and that's what I want to talk about, because I think, you know, people are hearing us talk about it, and you're seeing all the third-party tests and how it tracks all those different biting insects, but does it really work? So I wanted to give you a couple examples and showing how it really works. So look at this and seeing the results, right? And I was thinking about those 90 days. If you get this home for 90 days, you're gonna have this and a lot more to prove it to yourself. But this is 2 weeks back, March of 2019, 2 weeks just outside of Chicago. And I was, you know, I've never lived in that area, but to find out in those what we consider a colder climate, how they get hammered with the bugs and the mosquitoes. So 2 weeks, that's what they were able to collect in the DynaTrap. It's amazing what it can do. So it really is so effective. So when you think about how it's gonna work for you, the way to test that is maybe you're gonna take it just for a couple of weeks and put it out there. You're running it 24 hours a day. You can go into that collection basket and you're going to see the results. And then you're gonna know that this is exactly what you need to take back the outdoors. It works so well. Remember, we're not zapping, we're trapping those mosquitoes. We're drawing them in, and then we're gonna trap them. So Adam, you were talking about that shepherd's hook, which is great. Yeah. You wanna put it somewhere. It doesn't have to be on a shepherd's hook. I will let everyone know. I'll even take this one. You can put this one, that 1 acre, down on the ground, which is pretty easy to do. So if you have a spot for it, you wanna just put it right down on the deck, that's gonna be fine. You can hang the larger one, you can hang the ½ acre as well, but it works wherever you put it, but you wanna put it away from you. I'm showing it here right in front of our area where we relax in the backyard, but you would put this 20 to 30 feet away to draw all those biting insects away from you. And then that way you can enjoy that area, and he continues to trap them. 3 to 6 feet off the ground is that fly zone for those biting insects, trying to seek out us, you and I, Adam, to bite us. So this is where you want to put it. And then most importantly, this is it. 24 hours a day, right? You're not going to have to think about sprays. You're not going to have to think about, you know, do we have to light the candles to go outside? 24 hours a day. When you're at work, we're going to trap insects. When you're sleeping, we're going to get rid of those mosquitoes, reduce that population in your yard, and this is the way to do it, whether you choose that full acre, if you've got a real problem, or a large area, or that half acre. The half acre is fantastic, and it looks great hanging. You're going to love it. Half acre, if you have a smaller area, maybe you have a little patio, a balcony, this is going to be perfect. Maybe it is just the front area of your house where you have an entranceway or a little swing on a porch or patio. That's the way to go. But it works. The technology is proven, and now it's even better with that new Attract-A-Glow LED bulb that lasts 2¼ years. So you're going to love it. You don't have to think about it. It's going to trap mosquitoes and all kinds of other biting insects. I always talk about mosquitoes.
No,
they're the worst.
They're the culprit. They're the really big culprit for sure. It was nice to have Judith call in from Texas to say what she said as well. I mean, she'd been a customer with DynaTrap for 3 or 4 years, I believe, and she was just so excited to share how much it helped her. She was saying, I think she said in 3 years she'd only had 3 bites from a mosquito, which is obviously amazing. Think about that. And she had, I think, an acre at the back and half an acre at the front. She had a large space, but it works. It makes time outdoors so much more enjoyable. And to Pete's point, we can't emphasize it enough. This is the new generation where you do not need to replace the bulbs every 3 to 4 months. They last 2¼ years. 27 months, and that's if you were using them all day, every day. If you just turn this on in the summertime, it's gonna last you 4 years. That's 4 summers, as it were. So it just means less cost, less maintenance, less expense. It's better, more powerful, more effective than it's ever been before. It works so brilliantly well. There's no zapping, no noise. There's no smells or odors. Again, we don't need to buy any of the smelly stuff or the lotions or potions. We don't need to go through a whole routine before we step outside, right, and spray everybody in the family. We can go outside knowing that DynaTrap's working for us. For those asking, absolutely safe with things like bumblebees and also butterflies. This is the technology that is harnessed to work on the things that we don't want to be sticking around, right? So this is the first presentation of the day. There are already 3,000 now reserved. So we said it would be wildly popular. It's truly wildly popular. Bronze, bronze, bronze. If this is the color for you, don't go to sleep tonight without ordering the bronze. And we only have 10 minutes left, but the bronze is by far at this stage the most popular. I don't want you to forget about the black, which is of course an easy choice as well. Or the stone, which is a lighter, brighter, and more neutral choice. This will be a real chameleon and will look great in so many environments that you put it in. But again, the bronze is the most popular. For those who are asking about the attractor, this is the Mosquito Law. You don't have to buy this. But what DynaTrap have done is they've made this available. I think it's $15 and change. It gives your DynaTrap a boost, an extra shot in the arm, as it were, an opportunity to supercharge your DynaTrap. Maybe just you buy it one time and use it at the beginning of the season. Okay, but it does get rave reviews. It's a little packet of stuff that you add into the DynaTrap. That will be sold out very early today, as you know. It's $15.75, and it just takes it to the next level. You don't have to buy it, though, don't forget. If you're in an area where you know it's really bad, obviously I would recommend it. I bought it because I thought I might as well. I was excited to give the new model a go, and I thought I might as well add that on to the purchase. For those who want the additional UV bulbs, if you buy an extra set, it means you've got enough to keep you going for nearly 5 years. You have to think about it for nearly 5 years. This is what you buy if you're buying the small half acre. You just need one, and it costs $14.99. So again, think about it, an additional 2¼ years covered for less than $15. Amazing value for money. And then if you buy the 1 acre, the Granddaddy, that requires 2 of these, the longer and slimmer, but they're only $19.99. I have about 300 left and about 200 left. Again, these will be sold out very early in the day. I'm somebody that does like to have things on hand. I don't know, it's like a safety blanket, so then you don't run out. Okay, with that being said, Pete, traditionally, I think a lot of us, we just don't know of any real option, any real solution. And for many, many of us, we just make do because we don't want to get involved in expensive solutions. A lot of companies, Pete, you know, will come round and spray the outdoors, but that could be a monthly charge of $40 to $60 every month.
Exactly, and I can tell you, Adam, that I've tried all of those, and you kind of think like maybe that worked the first day, and then it's not working because, again, if you're doing that once a month, what's happening in between that? You need something like this that's working 24 hours a day. And if I think of all the different options out there, something that's working 24 hours a day to eliminate that population, to reduce the amount of mosquitoes in your yard, there's nothing else that does it like the DynaTrap. Because if there are anything else that can say they work 24 hours a day, you got to be out there every couple of weeks or every month replacing and buying more to keep it going. Here, with that new Attractive Glow bulb, you're talking about 2¼ years. All you're responsible for is saying, whoa, we trapped a ton of mosquitoes, a ton of biting insects, and to empty that easy emptying basket, and that's it. But it's working all the time. It looks good, as you mentioned. I love the way it looks. It can look great, whether it's on that shepherd's hook or somewhere else. You're gonna love it. The technology is unbeatable, and then combine that with the way it works. There it is, that UV LED light. It lasts longer, it costs less, but most importantly, it attracts more insects, more biting insects, mosquitoes and gnats, midges, whatever it is in your area than ever before. And that's what we want, to attract more mosquitoes so we can enjoy the outdoors. I mean, we've been talking about it. And it's just the fact that we have to be able to enjoy the outdoors. You know, we're limited. We want to still have a great time in our own outdoor environment, but the bugs can really put a damper on that. This is the way to do it. So if you're the person who gets bit in your house, or you know there's someone else in your family who just can't enjoy the outdoors, you are going to love using this. You're going to love putting it out there and plugging it in one time for the rest of the summer. And to think, Adam, that you have 90 days to kind of think about whether this is working for you, I know that you're not going to need 90. I think you're going to need 7 days. Wait, I'll show you my 6 days. Look at this, 6 days. It's kind of gross, Adam.
But that's it's real, Pete.
It absolutely. And you can see, like, there's beetles in there. We don't want to get crazy, but there's the mosquitoes in there that I can see. It's unbelievable. And that's 6 days. So get it home and do 6 days, and then do a month, and then do 2 months. But the whole time you're enjoying the outdoors. So I love it.
Well, it's one of those products where, you know when you love something and when you've got something and you use something, it's so much easier to talk about, right? So, I mean, I love my DynaTrap. It's changed our outdoor experience night and day. I don't know why I waited so long to get one. When I first got ours, it was about 1.5 years ago, I was like, why did I not think to buy one of these sooner? I just didn't understand. So anyway, you couldn't rip it from my hands. I just love it. The new model, I got the new model because it means with the one I've got now, I have to change the bulb out typically every 4 months, which is fine, but you know, I get a little bit lazy about that, and a lot of us forget to do it, and then we wonder why it's not working as well. This lasts 2¼ years before you need to replace it. So you've got 27 months of effectiveness before you need to even think about it. I won't mention this again, folks, but just so you know, that shepherd's hook is available. When it sells out, HSN obviously will endeavor to restock it later in the season, but $22, it really is worth every penny. I did not buy the shepherd's hook at first, and then I ended up buying the shepherd's hook because when I bought our DynaTrap, I originally put it on the outdoor dining table, and then I was kind of like talking to people, and they said, well, don't do that. You don't want it next to where you're eating. Put it somewhere further afield. So I bought this, and I put it in the ground, and it looks great, and it attracts the bugs away from where you are. So worth every penny. It's called the shepherd's hook. It's $22. So with that in mind, we've gone through the list, and it's a long list. Mosquitoes and wasps and moths and beetles and houseflies and gnats and biting midges and drain flies. So many different bugs that it's been shown to work on, third-party tested. This is a beautiful model that is streamlined, exquisitely designed. It's all-weather, resistant, durable, continues to look good month after month, year after year. We've talked about, obviously, that, you know, 2¼ years before you replace the bulbs. I mean, Pete, there is no downside to this. And even at the full price of, you know, $150 or $200, it's worth every penny. At HSN, we've got, I mean, dramatically lower prices. Instead of $150, it's less than $80. Instead of $200, it's less than $127. Steep discounts for something that is more important now, for this summer anyway, than it's ever been.
No, absolutely, Adam, and it really is true that it's going to work. I want, you were talking about the shepherd's hook again, and how to place your DynaTrap. I mean, this is so important. So I have ours over there, and I brought it even a little bit closer to the yard. We just got to move over a little bit further so everybody can see that one. There she is. So that's where I have it on the shepherd's hook, and I have the stone color. My wife liked that one. When it's in the back, it kind of matches some of the little you know, edges of the house. So there we have that one. But you can see how I want to keep it away from where we want to sit. So it usually goes about another 15 feet back along where these shrubs are, and it just stays there and does its job 24 hours a day. So you're going to love it. Once you put it out there, I don't have to think about it. And I emptied this, as I told you earlier, show you the 6 days. If I could show you the amount of mosquitoes that are already in there, so I emptied that at about 4 o'clock this afternoon, and it has continued to just pull in all those mosquitoes, all those biting insects. You're absolutely gonna love it. So whether you get the shepherd's hook or not, remember, put it away from where you're gonna enjoy the outdoors. So away from whether it's your patio furniture where you're eating or where you're relaxing, or maybe it's away from the barbecue grill. Draw those bugs over there. Remember, we're not zapping. That attractive glow is going to draw them in, and then that powerful fan sucks them down into that collection basket where they stay until they expire. So it is a fantastic way, without noise, without chemicals, and without constant maintenance, to take back your backyard and enjoy it. So Adam, I know we're in the final minute, so thanks so much. But I think everyone who gets this home is going to have, you know, hopefully a better summer than last year when they were getting bit, right?
It's going to be a whole new experience. No more bites, no more hassles, no more fearing going outside. You're going to love every second. Pete, I want to thank you so much, my friend. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thanks to you and the whole DynaTrap team.
All right, thank you, Adam. Take care.
Thank you, Pete. Well, folks, as we wrap this up, it is the only presentation scheduled live tonight. We'd love for you to shop. Here are the 3 colors that we have. This is the black in the ½ acre, or of course in the full acre, the ½ acre or the full acre. Next, we have our stone. Stone is in 2nd place right now. This is the ½ acre. Stone in the full acre is now nearly sold out. Last calls on the full acre. Come the morning, you won't be seeing the full acre again. That will be completely spoken for. And of course, the bronze. Everybody's got eyes for the bronze. It is our #1 bestseller of the night. It's the color I chose as well. ½ acre or the full acre is available. It works. You've got 90 days to make that final decision. You've got FlexPay on HSN. You've got DynaTrap's latest technology. This is the year of the staycation. Let's make staying at home outdoors better than it's ever been before. Stay with us for more here on HSN.
I feel brave and beautiful when I'm supported. I learned that most when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. With the right help, I was able to work and feel like myself again. Cancer in Career supports people continuing to work after a cancer diagnosis. You can help by shopping beauty with benefits on HSN and QVC. Find the beauty you love from these amazing brands and support this great cause. Plus, you'll receive a gift valued over $200 as our thanks. Shop now at HSN and QVC.
Have questions? Find the answers at hsn.com. Search customer service to see our frequently asked questions. Use the search field to locate what you need. Want to know more? We're always here for you. Email, live chat, or call us. Customer service anytime, anyway.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $40 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card. It's the Memorial Day sale, now through Monday. Don't miss exclusive weekend-only deals and new products from the brands you love. Big names, big deals, all weekend long, only on HSN.
You can't afford not to be brave. It's not even an option. When life puts a wall in front of you, you break it down. Remove the fear. Remove the uncertainty. Be authentic. They say fortune favors the bold. I've been bold all my life, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.